about the economic analysis. Under that, we discuss about the what is energy economics. It is a broad scientific subject area which includes a topic related to supply and use of energy in the society. So under this, these the main topics of this economics, some related strongly to energy economics or econometrics, environmental economics, finance, industrial organization, microeconomics, macroeconomics, and resource economics. And what are the some relevant recent focus of this energy economics includes some following issues are there, that is climate changes and climate policies, risk analysis and security of supply and demand response, environment policy, energy policy, and energy derivatives, energy elasticity, elasticity of supply. And another thing we seen in the last class is payback method also. So in this class I discuss about the what is depreciation. What is depreciation? Under this depreciation I discuss about the what is depreciation and what is the basic definition of this depreciation and what are the causes of this depreciation obtained, and what is the different types of methods of depreciation, and what are the some problems related to the methods of the depreciation. So first you have to know about the what is depreciation. So depreciation refers to it is means depreciation means decreasing in the value of fixed assets due to their use in business, passage of time, or obsolescence. Means suppose depreciation means if when you have to buy one vehicle, so after the some lifespan of the vehicle will be over, so the cost of that vehicle will be decreases. So depreciation means decreasing in the value of any asset, or in terms of the efficiency, or in terms of the cost, its value will be decreases. That thing is nothing but the depreciation. So depreciation refers to two aspects of the concept. First one, to decreasing in value of asset, that means the fair value of depreciation, and the second one is the allocation of the cost of assets of to periods in which the assets are used. So depreciation means decreasing the value of the fixed assets due to their use in business, passage of time, or obsolescence. So this depreciation is a fixed cost. It represents the loss of value of an asset. So the loss may be result in the physical wear and tear and chemical depreciation of economic technologies. So it is the time dependent. It is normally expressed as a energy. So depreciation means decreasing. If anything you have to buy, so if there is some years ago, in the first year it will be very good, in the next year somewhat it will be, when you have the users will be more, automatically it will be decreasing its efficiency. Not only so, for that it will be the decreasing the money also. So depreciation means decreasing in the value of a fixed assets due to their use in business, passage of time is nothing but the depreciation. So depreciation is a measure of the wearing out, consumption, or other loss of value of depreciable assets arising from use. So the time or obsolescence through technology and market changes. So depreciation is allocated so as to charge a fair proportion of the depreciable amount in each accounting period during the expected useful life of the assets. Depreciation also includes amortization of assets whose useful life is predetermined. So the main thing of this depreciation is whatever the life will be decreases. It will depreciation mean decreasing the value of asset is nothing but the depreciation. So depreciation assets are assets which are expected to be used during more than one accounting period and it having a limited useful life, are held to by enterprise for use in the production or supplying of goods and services, for rental to others, or for administrative purpose, or not for the purpose of sale in the ordinary course of business. So what are the main objective of this depreciation is to calculate proper profit, to show the assets is reasonable value, to maintain original monetary investment of assets intact. Provision of depreciation results in some incidental advantage also, to provide the replacement of an asset, and this depreciation is permitted to be deducted profits for tax purposes. So depreciation means so certain time the equipment is to be replaced because of the physical and functional. So physical functions and when you have to the functional functions means there is new technologies will be obtained and their efficiency will be drastically down. Then you have taken the functional. When you have to the physical, you have taken wear and tear and accidental purposes, and in terms of the service purposes that we have to taken as the physical. So after a certain time when the period will be going to certain time. If suppose when you take the vehicle, we have to buy the vehicle at 50,000. In the next year, whatever the user, that means you have to use this vehicle at the next year when you have to be dispose that vehicle, it will be cost 40,000. So it will be decreasing this value. That is nothing but the depreciation. So after a certain time, the equipment, whatever the equipment is to be replaced because of physical and functional reasons. So plant has worn out and become unfit for future use, that is physical reason. Capacity of the plant become inadequate to the load growth. Plant has become obsolete due to the new technical improvement. When it will be the new technology will be there, that is called as functional reasons. If this the capacity will be decreases, then it is called as a physical reasons. So basically depreciation is classified as two types: depreciation due to physical conditions, depreciation due to functional conditions. Depreciation due to physical and depreciation due to functional conditions. Depreciation due to physical conditions and depreciation to so under the physical conditions there are wear and tear, physical decay, accidental, deferred maintenance and neglect. So under the physical conditions, where physically it will be obtained, then it is called as physical conditions. So wear and tear, physically decay, accidental, deferred maintenance and neglect. That is wear and tear. That means argudala. So wear and tear. So if suppose any engine, whatever it may be there, when you have to using the regularly it is using automatically, it will be decreases their power. So this is called wear and tear. Physically decay during the surrounding conditions, this is physically it will be decreases, the quality will be decreases, that is called as physical decay. Accidental, if any accident will be obtained, then also that will be it will be decreasing the cost, that is deferred maintenance and neglect. So we have to, if suppose the whatever when you have to buy a vehicle, They tell you have come with service before service 6 months or 8 months they have to, but you have to neglect that conditions, then also the cost point of view will be less. Next, depreciation due to functional conditions. So when you have to take the depreciation due to functional conditions means inadequacy, obsolescence. So inadequacy means if the condition, the efficiency of this any equipment will be less. If suppose the value of this efficiency will be 100% at the time when you have to buy, after the some time it will be decreases, so it will be take 80% and 70% like that, automatically it will also decreasing the amount. And obsolescence means when the new technology will be growing up, then also it will be decreasing the depreciation. So depreciation will be occurred due to the physical conditions and the functional conditions. So when the depreciation due to the physical conditions are wear and tear, physical decay, accidental, deferred maintenance and neglect. So in the functional conditions, inadequacy, obsolescence. So what is causes of this depreciations are wear and tear. So wear and tear means fixed assets are purchased for use in the business. Due to the constant use of fixed assets in the business for generating income, the value of such assets is decreased. It is called wear and tear. It is main cause of depreciation. So when you have to use the regularly, so there is the value of that assets will be decreasing. So that is called as the wear and tear. So fixed assets are purchased for use in business. Due to constant use of fixed assets in business for generating income, the value of such assets will be decreases. It is called as wear and tear. It is called wear and tear. It is the main cause of depreciation. Next, passage of time. So every passage, if you have to use the the time will be passing, then automatically it will be the power will be decreased. So every asset has a certain economic useful life. So every equipment there is some certain life must be there. With the passage of time, effective life of the assets going on decreasing, certain assets like lease having a certain legal life. With the passage of time, value of such assets goes down, even may not be actually used in the business. So the lifespan of this any equipment will be low, then also it will be get the decreasing of that assets. That is called passage of time. Next, depletion. Depletion is a reduction of natural resources. Due to the natural resources, when it will be the reduced. So in case of wasting assets, it is also cause of fall in the value of assets like mines, oil wells, quarries, etc. So when you have to decrease the reduction in the form of the natural resources, then also the depreciation will be obtained. Next, obsolescence. Due to invention of new technologies. So when the new technologies are growing up, automatically the old technology will be become decreasing. So the assets due to invention of new technologies, the assets based on old technologies may become obsolete and out of date. Next, accident. So many accidents may also occur, permanent fall in the useful life as the value of the assets. When if any vehicle you get the accidents, automatically it has a decreasing its life. That is accident. Permanent fall in price. For permanent fall in price, so a permanent fall in the market value of investment is recorded as depreciation. So other assets are depreciation on the baseful of. So whenever there is a permanent fall in the market value of investments is recorded as depreciation. So what are the main causes of depreciation is wear and tear. So wear and tear means it is the due to the constant use of the fixed assets in the business the value of such assets will be decreases. Passage of time is, at the passage of time, the value of such asset, when it will be the pass of the timing, the value of such asset will be goes down. That is passage of asset. Next, depreciation means it is a reduction of the natural source. It's nothing but the depreciation. Obsolescence means, so due to the invention of the new technologies, the assets based on the old technology become out of date. Next, accidents. So accidents may also cause of permanent fall in the useful life as well as the value of assets. Next, permanent fall in the market value of investment is recorded as also depreciation. These are the causes of depreciation. What are the different methods in depreciation? So in this, there are straight line method, depreciation method, declining balance depreciation method, sum of years digit method, inventory method, annuity method, depreciation fund method, machine hour or production unit method, depreciation method. So there are different methods in the depreciation. There is straight line method, declining balance method, sum of years digit method, inventory method, annuity method, depreciation fund method, machine hour or production unit method, and depreciation method. So we have to see one by one. First one is straight line method. So this is also called as fixed installment method. Straight line method is also called as fixed installment method. Under this method, the same amount of depreciation is charged every year throughout the life of asset. So the straight line method means, in this method we have taken the only one depreciation, same amount of depreciation is charged for every year throughout the, that means it will be assumed the annual depreciation is constant throughout the service. That means it is this method is called as simplest method. It is referred straight line depreciation method. Generally, it is called as D is equal to P minus L by N. So D means generally it is called annual depreciation rate. L means the value of the equipment at the end of the useful life. P is initial expenditure, and N is the life of the equipment. So depreciation per annum is equal to cost minus residential value into rate of depreciation. So depreciation per annum is equal to cost minus residential value by useful life. So it is maintained a constant throughout the services. So the same amount of depreciation is charged every year throughout the life of asset is nothing but the straight line method. So example of this straight line method is, on April 1st, 2011, the machine was purchased at amount of 50,000. 50,000 rupees you have to purchase one machine. The estimated year of the machine was 5 years. The estimation will be 5 years. Calculate the depreciation on straight line basis or depreciation at 20% per annum. So what is the formula? Depreciation amount is cost minus residential value by useful value. What is the cost? 50,000 minus residential value 0 by 5 years useful life, so 10,000. So depreciation amount is cost minus residential value into rate of percent is 50,000 minus 0 into 20%, that is also 10,000. So it is the straight line value. So it is a constant value throughout the time, is nothing but the straight line method. So depreciation of estimated life. So first year 50,000 minus 10,000, 40,000. Second year 40 minus 10, 30. Third year 30 minus 10, that is 20. Fourth year 20 minus 10, that is 10,000. Fifth year 10,000 minus 10,000, so it will be goes to 0. Like that, it is estimated life in the form of estimated life. When it will be shown about the percentage method also, it is first year 50 minus 10,000, 40,000, and 40 minus 10,000, 30,000, 30 minus 10,000, 20,000. And fourth year 20,000 minus 10,000, again 10,000. Fifth year 10,000 minus 10,000, it gets to 0 value. Next one is dimensioning balanced method. So dimensioning balanced method, it is also called as written down method. It is called as written down method. So in this, the depreciation is changed according to a fixed percent. Here in the straight line it will be constant. Here the depreciation will be changed according to the fixed percent, according to the fixed percent. So here it is also called as written down method. Written down method. So the rate of depreciation remains constant in all year. After the first year, amount was same as the straight line method. So after the year, it changes every year. After the first year, the rate of depreciation remains constant in all years. After the first year, amount was same the straight line method. After the first year only, it will be same as the straight line method. So it will be changed according to the fixed percentage. That is called as dimensioning balance method or written down method So when you have taken the formula, example of dimensioning balance method, on same thing, on April 1st, 2011, the machine was purchased at the amount of 50,000. The estimated year of the machine was 5 years. Calculate the depreciation on straight line basis or depreciation at 10% per annum at 5 years. So depreciation amount is cost minus residential value into rate of percent. So depreciation expenses for different years. So it will be changes according to the year. So in the first year 50,000 into 20%, that is 5,000. Second year 45,010, that is 4,500. And third year 40,000 into 10. So first year only it will be constant, that is 20, and the second year also it is in the straight line method. Same percentage will be taken remaining 4 years, that is 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%. But here the amount will be differ 4,500 and 4,050 and 3,645 and 3,208.50 paisa. Like that, this dimensioning method will be obtained. So dimensioning balance, depreciation of first year 50,000 minus 5,000. So we get 45,000. Next year 45,000, 4,500. So we get 40,500. And the next year 40,500 minus 4,050. We get 36,450. And the next year 36,450 minus 3,645. So we get 32,085. And the next year 32,085 minus 3,209. So we get 28,876. Like that, here the depreciation on dimensioning balance method will be varying according to the fixed amount. That is called as dimensioning balance method. And next one is double declining balance depreciation. Double declining balance depreciation. So it is defined as the accelerated method of depreciation is GAAP approved method for discounting the value of equipment as it is. So the declining method is that more rapid write-off during the earlier year of services. That means here they give the discounting the value of equipment as it ages. If depreciation a tangible assets, use twice the straight line depreciation rate. It is twice the straight line. So whatever the depreciation straight line, it will be the twice the straight line of depreciation rate. So this double decline balanced method is approved for discounting the value of equipment as it ages. So, in depreciation a tangible asset use twice a straight line depreciation rate. So, what is the formula for this? Double declining balance method is double declining balance method formula. So, depreciation amount is equal to cost minus residual value into rate of percent. It will be common into 2. So, it is the twice the straight line depreciation value. So, depreciation amount is equal to cost minus residual value into rate of percent into 2. Rate of percent into 2. What is the example for this double declining balance method means? So if you have a asset with a purchase price of 10,000 and a useful life of this is 5 years, then the straight line depreciation rate is 20%. Whatever the rate will be there, it will be twice the straight line method. So depreciation amount is equal to cost minus residual value into rate of percent into 2. So, what is the cost? 10,000 into residual value is 10% into 2, that is equal to 10,000 into 20%. So, we get 2,000. We get 2,000. So, it is the, what is the cost of value will be twice the straight line method, is nothing but the double declining balanced method. So here depreciation expressed for different years. So in the first year 10,000 into 20%, that is 2,000. Second year 8,000, so 10 minus 2, that is 8,000. 8,000 into 20%, 1,600. Third year 8,000 minus 1,600, that is 6,400 into 20%, that is 1,280. Next 6,400 minus 1,280. In the fourth year it is 5,120 into 20%, that is 1,024. And the fifth year it is 5,120 minus 1,024, there we get 4,096 into 20%, that is 819. So this is the depreciation expresses for different years. So D is depreciation on double declining balance method. We get first year 10,000 minus 2,000, it is 8,000, and second year 8,000 minus 1,600, it is 6,400, and third year 6,400 minus 12,080, it is 5,120, and the fourth year 5,120 minus 10,000, 1,024, that is 4,096, and the fifth year 4,096 minus 819, that is 3,207. So the what is the rate must be decreasing, that is called nothing but the depreciation. Next, sum of year digits method. So this is sum of years digits. Like the declining balance method results in a faster write-off during the earlier year of services. That means it is a one-off pattern in dimensioning method. It is charged under the profit and loss account. Under this method, the depreciation value is decreasing every year. Every year the value must be decreases. That is called sum of years digits value. So for every year the value must be decreases is nothing but the sum of year digits method. So what is the formula of sum of year digits method is depreciation base into remaining useful life by sum of years per digit. Depreciation base into remaining useful life by sum of years per digit. So it is in formula is equal to a capital N is equal to n into n plus 1 by 2. So n into n plus 1 by 2, that is n is the life of the equipment. N is the life of the equipment. So n into n plus 2. So each year this depreciation rate is determined. So in the first year D equal to n by n, and next year D equal to n minus 1 by n, and next year n years it is D equal to 1 by n. Like that you have to take it. So the formula is n into n plus 1 by 2. So example of this, what is the sum of year digit method is cost of machine for 45,000, residual value of the machine was 5,000, useful life of the machine was 4 years, depreciation of sum of year digit method is sum of years is equal n into n plus 1 by 2. N is 4 years into 4 plus 1 by 2, that is how many years it will be? 10 years. So depreciation rate 45,000 minus 5,000, that is equal to 40,000. So what is the year we have taken? Year, depreciable base, depreciation factor, depreciation expenses, accumulated production. So we have taken the depreciation base is 40,000. We get the value will be 40,000. So and the depreciation factor 4 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10 and 1 by 10. So they given the what is the 4 years, and the 4 years they have taken as sum of years will be 10, that is 4 by 10, 3 by 10, 2 by 10 and 1 by 10. Depreciation expense 4 by 10 into 40,000. You have to multiply these two, that is 16,000. 3 by 10 into 40, that is 12,000. 2 by 10 into 40, 8,000. And 1 by 10 into 40, that is 4,000. So total accumulated depreciation is 16,000, 28,000, 36,000. So first year it will be 40. Next it is 36. Next it is 28. Next it is 60. So it will be reducing the depreciation cost. So depreciation, it will be decreasing the declining balance method. So it will be decreasing the cost of the amount equipment. Next, unit production of depreciation method. So it is charged according to the actual usage of asset. Is it similar to the straight line method? Expect the life of the asset is estimated in terms of numbers. It is also same as the straight line method, except the life of the asset is estimated in terms of the numbers. It is very useful for natural resources company also. It is very useful for natural resources company. So here the depreciation is equal to number of units produced into cost minus salvage waste value by life in number of units. So depreciation is equal to number of units produced into cost minus salvage value by life in number of units. So example is a plant costing rupees 110 million was purchased on April 1st, 2010. The salvage value was estimated to be rupees 10 million. The expected production was 150 million units. The plant was used to produce 50 million units till the year ended December 31st, 2010. Calculate the depreciation on the plant of the year ended at December 31st, 2011. You have to calculate. So depreciation is number of units produced, that is 15, into 15 number of units produced 15 by 150 into rupees cost of salvage 110 million minus rupees 10 million by is equal to rupees 10 millions, is equal to rupees 10 millions. Next one is depreciation. Depreciation means it is an accounting concept, and it is mostly used in the timber, mining and mineral oil. It requires matching principle, that is depreciation expense is equal to cost minus salvage value into number of units extracted by estimated number of units. So depreciation expense is equal to cost minus salvage value into number of units extracted by estimated number of units. So a mining company purchased a coal mine on January 1, 20 into 50 for rupees 2 lakhs 2000. So it will be company will be, so 28 lakhs, the estimated capacity of the mine is 17 lakhs 50,000 tons of coal and the estimated salvage value is 0. The company incurred additional rupees 50,000 and developed equipment of the mine extractor purpose. They had to be, so 2 lakhs. So you have to be depreciation x is equal to cost minus salvage value into number of units extracted by estimated number of units. So in this depreciation means what is the depreciation, what are the main causes of this depreciation, and what are the main causes of this depreciation, and what are the different methods of this depreciation method. So like that you have to what is depreciation, how the wear and tear, obsolescence, and period of the time, like it you have, there are causes and different methods, that are some Fourier's method, declining balance method, and straight line method, and sinking fund method. These are the some of the methods in the depreciation period. Thank you.